Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is July 20th, 2023, and with lots of conflicting reports about Joao Felix, I'm here to tell you what's actually going on with the Portuguese player. Also, a report states that Barcelona are now open for a swap deal with Juventus between Kessie and Chiesa. And finally, Barcelona now have an official price for Abde. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way in helping this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, including Barcelona's newest 2023-2024 home kit, make sure you hit the kit back. The link is down below in the description. And now we begin with the news that Barcelona have officially landed in the United States of America ahead of their preseason tour, and they're currently in the city of Los Angeles in the state of California, where the team had their first official practice at the historical Memorial Coliseum, which is now the home to the USC Trojans. Now, Barcelona are currently training for their first preseason match, which will take place on July 22nd against Juventus in Northern California, more specifically Santa Clara. Now, as I reported in yesterday's live stream, now that Manchester City have offloaded Riyad Mahrez, it's reported that they're ready to make an offer to Barcelona in order to sign Raphinha to replace Mahrez, who will be joining or has agreed to join the Saudi Pro League. And as I reported in yesterday's live stream, I said that this deal is highly unlikely as Xavi considers Raphinha untransferable, and as Raphinha has made it very clear on past occasions that he doesn't want to leave Barcelona. Well, the new news is that today Raphinha's entourage reiterated the player's position, and that's that Raphinha is not looking to leave Barcelona, that he's very happy at the club, and that he's happy that Xavi counts on him. Now, Barcelona made their official stance known, and that's that Raphinha is untransferable, so they're not going to listen to any offers. And all of this confirms what I said in yesterday's live stream, which is that this deal is very highly unlikely, even though it is reported that Barcelona would be willing to listen to offers that are very lucrative for Raphinha. Nonetheless, it's not looking like this deal could happen because Xavi Hernandez wants to keep Raphinha in the club, and Raphinha wants to stay at Barcelona. Now, another topic that I discussed in yesterday's live stream was the case of Joao Felix, because there were some reports stating that Barcelona were negotiating a loan for the Portuguese midfielder. And with so many conflicting reports currently in the media, I'm here to tell you exactly what's going on with the Portuguese midfielder. Now, all of this started on July 18th when Joao Felix shocked the entire world with the following statements when he said, "Barcelona has always been my first choice and I'd love to join Barca. It was always my dream since I was a kid. If it happens, it will be a dream come true for me." Now, ever since these shocking statements made by Joao Felix, there have been plenty of reports in the media, with some saying that Barcelona are looking to sign Joao Felix on a permanent deal. Other reports saying that Barcelona are looking to sign Joao Felix on a loan with an option to buy, with other reports saying that Barcelona are not negotiating with Joao Felix, and with several other reports saying that yes, he is coming to Barcelona, and other ones say that no, he's not. Now, with all these different conflicting reports and with so many different stories every single day in the media, I'm here to clarify exactly what's going on with Joao Felix. Now, as it stands, Atletico Madrid are looking to offload Joao Felix during this summer transfer market because they're not happy with the player, and the player is not happy at the Madrid-based club. And it's reported that Atletico Madrid are looking to make a big sale with the Portuguese player, because not only did they pay 120 million euros for him, but they're also looking to cash in on his value, because this could solve a lot of their problems in the summer transfer market. Now, I said in yesterday's live stream that this deal would be highly unlikely because Barcelona cannot afford this signing, because even though there hasn't been an official figure released by Atletico de Madrid, it's reported that the Madrid-based club would want around 80 million euros for the Portuguese player, which is of course a figure that Barcelona cannot afford. Now another thing or another problem in the way of this deal would be Joao Felix's salary, with some reports saying that he earns 50 million euros a season and other reports saying that he earns as high as 80 million euros, which either way would be a lot of money for Barcelona, and Barcelona would not be able to register such a huge contract, especially since they are under the 50% rule, which says that for any money that they make off the sale of the players, they could only use 50% of that towards signing new players, which would mean that Barcelona would have to offload a lot of players in order to register a contract like that of Joao Felix. Now, despite all of this, it's reported that Barcelona see the statements of Joao Felix and all the problems that it has caused for Atletico Madrid as maybe an opportunity for the club to sign the Portuguese player, because after all, it's been Joan Laporta's long dream to bring Joao Felix to Barcelona. So that this means that Barcelona will go ahead and sign Joao Felix? Not exactly. Now, as it stands, there's currently no negotiations or any kind of communication between Barcelona and Atletico de Madrid to sign Joao Felix, but it's reported that Barcelona are currently sitting back and monitoring the situation because they want to see whether Atletico de Madrid do end up getting desperate and maybe Barcelona could pounce in and try to sign the Portuguese player. Now, as it currently stands, Atletico Madrid have a big problem on their hands. They have a player that they spent a lot of money on that they don't want anymore. They also have the player who doesn't want to stay in Barcelona either. And with his statements, he has practically put himself on the market. And this has also caused problems in the locker room with a lot of players not happy with Joao Felix's statements. And this also has caused a lot of problems amongst the fans as well, with many, if not all of the Atletico Madrid fans extremely upset about the statements that Joao Felix has made. So Atletico Madrid have a serious problem where they need to offload Joao Felix during this summer transfer market. So for now, Barcelona are not going to engage the Madrid-based club. They're not going to try to make any push for the player. They're not going to try to cause any problems. Instead, they're going to sit back and see whether Atletico Madrid eventually get desperate enough as the summer transfer market nears to closing, and see maybe if they can become the solution to Atletico de Madrid's big problem. Now on to the news that a report states that Barcelona are now open for a swap deal with Juventus that would see Frank Kessie join the Serie A club, and in exchange Barcelona would get Federico Chiesa. Now, as I reported previously, Juventus are very interested in signing Frank Kessie to replace Paul Pogba in the midfield, and they have made an official offer to Barcelona, which is a one-season loan with an option to buy worth 15 million euros, which of course Barcelona are not even willing to entertain, because not only does the club want to offload Frank Kessie permanently, the option to buy is also too low, where Barcelona are looking to get around 25 million euros for the Ivorian midfielder. So the 50 million euro offer from Juventus is absolutely non-negotiable. Now, regardless of all of this, it's reported that Barcelona will sit down with the Italian club here in the United States, as they are set to meet each other in the first friendly match of Barcelona's preseason. So the negotiations are definitely going to continue between Barcelona and Juventus to see whether they can reach an agreement to transfer the Ivorian midfielder. Well, it's now being reported that Barcelona are open to a swap deal that would see Federico Chiesa join Barcelona, because it's reported that the Italian midfielder is now worried about how much playing time he's going to get next season with all the signing that Juventus have made. So Juventus are looking to reportedly swap Federico Chiesa for Frank Kessie. I'm here to tell you, I highly doubt that there's any truth to this report, or even if there is truth to this report, I don't see this deal going through. And the main reason is that Barcelona need cash income, they need liquidity, so a swap deal would not accomplish that goal. Now, Barcelona do think very highly of Federico Chiesa, and of course, he would be a player that Barcelona would prefer over Frank Kessie. However, if it's a strict swap deal between the two players, Barcelona would not get any income of this operation, which is what Barcelona desperately need in order to register the new contracts and in order to also meet the goals of the viability plan. Now, on to the news that Barcelona have now set an official price for the Moroccan winger Abde. Now, as I've said many times before, the plan is right now for Abde is to play the entire preseason to see if he can earn a spot on the first team. And as I've said many times before as well, Xavi Hernandez really wants to keep Abde instead of Ferran Torres. However, if Barcelona cannot offload Ferran Torres, who is insisting that he wants to remain in the club, then Barcelona will see themselves forced to sell the Moroccan player, because again, Barcelona need to offload players and they need liquidity, and Abde would be a great source for liquidity, and especially since Barcelona purchased the player for very low. I think it was around 1 or maybe 2 million euros. Now, we now know the official price of Abde, and it's reported that Barcelona are currently asking 20 million euros for the Moroccan player, and there's currently several offers on the table from many major European clubs all across the continent. However, all of these offers are around 50 million euros, which is reported that Barcelona are not going to entertain, and they want a minimum of 20 million euros for the Moroccan. Now, we will end today's video with the news that Barcelona have officially announced the signing of the goalkeeper Marc Vidal on a one-season loan from Andorra. And this is a signing, of course, for Barca Athletic, where Marc Vidal is going to be competing with Barca Athletic's goalkeeper Astralaga. Now, this is not good news in my opinion, because as I reported before, Arnau Tenas, who was Barca Athletic's goalkeeper's contract expired, and it was reported that Barcelona were trying to extend or give Arnau Tenas a new contract. However, since Barcelona have now announced the signing of this goalkeeper, it is not looking good, and it gives me the sensation that maybe Barcelona are not going to be giving Arnau Tenas a new contract, which is, of course, in my opinion, is not good news, because Arnau Tenas is an excellent goalkeeper, but more importantly, he is a La Masia product. Now, of course, this is not officially confirmed. I'm not confirming that Barcelona are not going to be negotiating with Arnau Tenas. This is just my own personal opinion, because why else would Barcelona sign a second goalkeeper for Barca Athletic? So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I would like to invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. And as always, peace, Barça.